Hello, my dear child. Come on in, pull up a chair, and let's sit together for a while. Just you and me, the way we always do. I've got a story to tell you today. One that's been resting in my heart for years, waiting for the right moment to share. It's about the day I almost gave up, a day when the world felt too heavy, and I thought I couldn't carry on. I'm telling you this because you're family to me, and I want you to know that no matter how tough things get, there's always a reason to keep going. So, settle in. Let's walk through this together, and I'll share what I learned, hoping it lights a spark in you the way it did for me. This story takes me back a long ways, to a time when I wasn't the old grandpa you know now, but man still finding his way in a world that didn't always make it easy. I was working a job that ground me down, day after day, the kind of work that leaves you bone-tired and wondering if it's worth it. The bills were piling up faster than I could pay them. Rent, groceries, doctor visits, all stacking higher than I could reach. My family was counting on me, and every night I'd lie awake, staring at the ceiling, my mind racing with worry. I felt like I was letting everyone down, like no matter how hard I tried, it wasn't enough. Have you ever felt that way, child? Like you're running as fast as you can, but the finish line keeps moving farther away? I know you have, because life has a way of testing us all. That day, the one I'm telling you about, was the lowest I'd ever been. It was late in the afternoon, and I was driving home after a double shift, my eyes burning from exhaustion, my heart heavier than a sack of stones. The sky was gray, thick with clouds that looked ready to burst, and it matched the storm brewing inside me. I remember pulling over the side of the road, a quiet stretch where nobody would bother me. My hands gripped the steering wheel so tight, I thought I might break it, and I just sat there, staring out at nothing. I wasn't just tired. I was broken. Everything I'd been fighting for, my family, my dreams, my hope, it all felt like it was slipping through my fingers. For the first time in my life, I said out loud, I can't do this anymore. I didn't know what that meant. Not exactly. I wasn't thinking of doing anything drastic, but I was ready to stop fighting, to let life win, to just give up. I sat there for a long time, the silence pressing in, the weight of those words hanging in the air. The rain started falling, soft at first, then harder, drumming on the roof of the car, like it was trying to wake me up. I thought about everything that had brought me to that moment. The arguments at home, sharp words exchanged when we were all too tired to be kind. The dreams I'd tucked away years ago. Dreams of building something better, of giving my kids a life where they didn't have to worry the way I did. Those dreams felt like ghosts now, haunting me with what could have been. I thought about my parents, who'd worked their whole lives to give me a chance, and how I felt like I was failing them, too. It was like every doubt, every fear, every mistake I'd ever made came rushing in, and I didn't know how to push them back. But then, child, something happened. In that quiet, with the rain pouring down and the world fading away outside, I started thinking about my own grandpa, your great-great-grandpa, a man who'd seen more hardship than I could ever imagine. He lost everything once, his farm, his savings, nearly his hope, during times so tough most folks didn't make it through. Yet he never quit. He used to sit me down when I was a boy, his voice steady as oak, and tell me, "Son, life's like a river. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's wild, but you keep swimming, because giving up means you drown." I could hear him in my head, clear as if he was sitting right there beside me, and it was like a lifeline pulling me back. I started thinking about what giving up would mean. It wasn't just about me, you see. It was about my wife, who believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. It was about my kids, who looked at me like I could fix anything, even when I felt broken. It was about the future, about the stories I want to tell one day, about the kind of man I wanted to be remembered as. And it was about you, child, even though I didn't know you yet. I pictured someone out there, years down the road, needing to hear that they could keep going, and I knew I had to be the one to tell them. I couldn't let that moment on the side of the road be the end of my story. So I took a deep breath, wiped the tears I hadn't even realized were falling, and started the car. The rain was still coming down. The road still looked long and uncertain, but something inside me had changed. I felt a flicker of strength, not because the problems were gone, but because I decided they weren't bigger than me. I drove home that night with a new kind of resolve, promising myself I'd keep going, one step at a time, no matter what. Now, I won't lie to you, child. Things didn't magically get better overnight. There were still nights when the bills kept me up, still days when I doubted myself. But that moment taught me something I'll carry to my last day. Perseverance isn't about being unbreakable. It's about choosing to keep moving forward, even when you feel like you're falling apart. It's about trusting that you've got something inside you, a spark, a fire, call what you want, that no storm can put out. It's about knowing that every step you take, even the shaky ones, is proof you're stronger than you think. I'm telling you this because I know you're fighting your own battles. Maybe you're staring down something that feels impossible right now, a job that's draining you, a dream that seems out of reach, a loss that's left you hollow. Maybe you're at your own roadside, wondering if it's worth it to keep going. I'm here to tell you it is. You are tougher than the toughest storms. You got the same grit, the same heart that's carried our family through generations. When you feel like giving up, I want you to remember this story, to remember your old grandpa sitting here, believing in you with everything I've got. Let me share some advice straight from the heart, because I want you to have tools to carry with you. First, don't run from what you're feeling. If you're tired, if you're scared, if you're angry, let those feelings come. They're not your enemy. They're part of being human. Just don't let them set up camp. Acknowledge them, then remind yourself they don't get to decide your path. Second, find something to anchor you, something that reminds you why you're fighting. For me, it was my family, my faith, the promise of better days. For you, it might be a passion, a person, a goal you've tucked away in your heart. Hold it tight like a compass when you're lost. Third, break things down. You don't have to conquer the whole mountain today. Just take the next step, then the next. String enough steps together, and you'll look back and see how far you've come. Fourth, and this one's big, child, don't try to do it all alone. There's strength in reaching out. Talk to someone you trust, whether it's your parents, a friend, a teacher, or even me if you want to write or call. I've leaned on others more times than I can count, and it's never made me less. It's made me whole. You're not a burden to anyone. You're a gift, and there's always someone who wants to listen, to help carry the load. Fifth, give yourself grace. You're going to stumble, make mistakes, have days when you feel like you're going nowhere. That's okay. What matters is that you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep walking. I want you to picture something for me. Imagine you're out there years from now, looking back on this moment, whatever you're facing right now. Imagine you didn't give up. Imagine the people you've helped, the dreams you've chased, the life you built because you kept going. That's what perseverance does. It's not just about surviving. It's about building something beautiful, something that lasts. I've seen it in my own life. It's why I'm here today, talking to you, sharing this story. It's why I've got a roof over my head, a family I love, and you, my dear child, listening to me now. I think about my grandpa often and how his words saved me that day. I think about all the people who kept going before us, through wars, through hardships, through their own dark days. They didn't give up, and because of them, we're here. You're part of that chain, child, and you've got a chance to add your own link, to make your own mark. Don't let the hard days steal that from you. You're writing a story with every choice you make, and I know it's going to be a good one. Before I let you go, I want to ask you something, and it comes from a place of love. If this story moved you, if it gave you a little courage, a little hope, please subscribe to our channel. It's not about numbers or fame. It's about building a family, a place where we can keep sharing stories, keep lifting each other up. When you subscribe, you're saying you're a part of this, that you're sitting here with me, your grandpa, and I can't tell you how much that means. Hit that button, join us, and let's keep talking, keep growing, keep fighting together. I love you, child, with all my heart, today and always. You're never alone, not as long as I'm here, not as long as you got that fire inside you. Keep going, keep shining, and know that I'm proud of you every single day. Until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll be waiting right here for our next talk.